My name is Rahul, and this is going to be an explanation on the D task for my PHP and XAMPP one. So yeah, as you can see on the XAMPP control panel, I have turned on or started the actions for Apache and MySQL, and MySQL port is 3306. And after that, I directly went to localhost and through my PHP MyAdmin, sorry, and then created a database on this tab and named it this one ungabunga.db. So on the then I took one database SQL code from the previous task, which is known as address, and then put the table on the and put the code on the SQL tab, and then I used the and then I turned on my VS Code. I did take help from online and AIs to do the entire PHP code from it. So yeah, mm, let's see. Yep. So yeah, as we can see that this is the IP address. Then the port, that is the port as I mentioned, like 3306. Then there's a user, the root, the DB test. Yep. And then $CN equals to new MySQL I, which connects without selecting a database. So yet I can create it if it's missing. So if the connection fails or dies, it immediately stops the execution with a clear error message. Then the create slash select the database. Every SQL command must be a string passed to query dot icall. So create database if not exists. Test to ensure the database exists. Select DB to switch into it. That makes the script self-initializing. No manual DB setup needed. Then create the table. Create the table. Next, I create the address table if it isn't already there. Columns are mostly short varchars with address ID, int, auto increment, primary key. I specify engine inodb and UFT8 MB4 so we get transactions foreign keys, and full Unicode support. Running this multiple times is safe because of if not exists. Then I initialize $MSG for user feedback. When the request method is post, I pull inputs from $post with null coalescing defaults and stream. Yeah. Then the line one. So on the code, the line one is optional. Sorry, line one is required. Line 2 is optional. Server city is required. State code is required. Postcode is required. I get the insert with a simple check only proceed if all required fields are non-empty. So safe insert with a prepare statement. So yeah, I prepare one insert with a placeholder insert into address line 1, line 2, suburb, city, state code, postcode. So prepare statements. CN is prepare, bind, param, execute, protect against the SQL injection and handle coding safely. So nullify turns an empty line 2 into an actual SQL null rather than an empty string, which keeps the data clear. I bind $line2 via a variable because my SQLi requires bindable variables, not expressions. On success, I show saved ID using $CN insert. And lastly I chose all this because the self initializing DB plus table keeps deployment simple. Prepared statement security and correctness. Nullif makes optional fields truly optional. HTML special chars ensures we never inject untrusted output into the page, and required attributes helping users, while server-side checks remain the source of truth. So yeah, this is the entire explanation of the code. So let's just see how it works. So as you can see, this is the address. So the line 1, there's an asterisk. Line 2, there's nothing. Line 2, suburb city, state code and postcode, all of these three have asterisks. So the ones which have asterisks on it, it means that these are required, and the one which doesn't have asterisk, it means if you can skip it as well. As you can see that I have previously saved 4 databases on it. So let's see one thing. Line, let's say line is XYZ, suburb city is Melbourne, Victoria, postcode, yep, and now save. You see, it is saved 5. So do one thing as well. So line is Dakin, suburb city is Sydney, state code is 111, and postcode is 222. So yeah, it also saved. Another one, let's do. Let's assume this is Brisbane, suburb city. Suburb city is Monash. State code is 7777. Postcode is 9999. So let's see. It is saved. So, but if we ignore this, the line, the one which has asterisk on it, and then then fill out the remaining 3 of the boxes. See, it doesn't change because it says please fill out this field. So as this is a required or a compulsory data input, so it has to be inserted. So it doesn't work like that. And if we do this, there is an insert. It accepts the input. So yeah, that's the entire explanation of MaxMPP. As you have previously mentioned about me not giving enough examples of this database, so I have provided like a multiple of this. So I hope that it fulfilled your queries, and I have been able to explain the code properly throughout my entire video. So hopefully you will mark this one as a proof. Thank you so much.